Hey everybody, it's Doug Schauf with Remax Oceanside and MakeMaineYourHome.com. Today we're going to talk about 3 signs you know you're a Mainer. If you've been living in Maine long enough, you're going to know about all these 3 things that I'm about to talk about. So let's do this. All right, guys, I got a quick list here. 3 signs you know you're a Mainer. Now, as we go through these, anybody who's been in Maine a while is going to know, what I'm talking about here. Some of them are pretty funny, too. So hopefully you enjoy this. We're going to jump right in on it. Number 1 is about some Maine-specific food. Now, there's a few things on this list that I partake in often. Number 1 on this list, Allen's Coffee Brandy. If you are not familiar with Allen's Coffee Brandy, it's a liqueur. I believe it's the #1 grossing spirit in Maine. It's quite awesome, actually. I really like it. I personally mix it with some almond milk. I call it an A&A, Allen's and Almond. It's delicious. So if you haven't tried Allen's Coffee Brandy, check it out. So the other one that we wrote down here was canned bread. The Bean Factory, if you're driving on 295 out of Portland up toward Falmouth, you see the baked bean factory. They always got like a holiday tree up on the top of the factory and all that stuff. They make brown bread, canned bread. It's actually pretty good. I don't have it very often, but I have had it. Bread in a can is something that Mainers enjoy. So the other thing is, man, Mainers we love our whoopie pies. We're known for whoopie pies. Like the cake with the frosting in the middle. They're awesome. And before I moved to Maine, I don't think I had a whoopie pie. When I got here, someone was like, hey, here, have this whoopie pie. And I was like, what the heck's that? Got this thing, some of them are huge, but usually they're about that big, almost like a cookie with like frosting in there, but it's like cake, they are delicious. Try whoopie pie if you haven't. Fiddlehead season. If you don't live in Maine, you probably don't know what fiddleheads are. You may never heard of them. But anyway, fiddlehead's a little vegetable. Comes in, it's like a big circle-like thing. I think it's like in the fern family or whatever. But there's a season for it. I think it's like spring, end of spring. You get these fiddleheads. I remember there's a friend of my father's. He used to go down near where he lived. There was a big fiddlehead patch. And he'd go down there with a garbage bag and just like load them up. And he'd come fly with a garbage bag full of fiddleheads. Rolling in, we'd cook them up and eat them. And it was really, really kind of cool. And also the Italian sandwich. I did a video about that recently, and I tried 3 sandwiches. Check out that video. So anyway, number 2. 3 feet of snow is just a dusting. It's really just more about we take advantage of all the seasons. It's really kind of funny up here though, because there's a lot of jokes about how basically we really have 2 seasons, like winter takes up most of the year, and then like a little bit of summer. I found this thing online. I've seen a few of these, but there are actually 11 seasons here in Maine. One is winter, and then it goes into full spring, and then we get second winter. Spring deception comes, and then we get third winter, and then we roll right into mud season. And then we get actual spring, then we get a little bit of summer, we get false fall, second summer, which is about a week in September, and then actual fall comes, and then right back into winter. I love being in Maine because it has all seasons. You get the best of every season right here in the state. It's really, really quite great. Now, this number 3, a lot of areas of the country deal with like massive amounts of traffic and all that kind of stuff. We're blessed here in Maine that there's really almost no traffic. But what I have noticed in my years here in Maine is if you stop at a street light and the light's red, and if you're kind of zoning out or you're looking at your phone, which you're not supposed to be doing, but if you're zoning out, not really paying attention to the light, and everybody starts going, you just sit there, people behind you don't honk. Nobody honks at each other here in Maine. You could probably sit there for like forever, and like people will probably just go around you, not even honk. They might look at you weird, but they don't honk. Nobody honks at you. It's very funny. I'm wondering how long it would take for somebody to honk. I'm gonna have to do a video on that. Test it out. Let me know how it goes, okay? Anyway, there's the 3 signs you know you're a Mainer. Hopefully this was fun for you as it was for me. And remember, if you're gonna make Maine your home, you don't have to do it alone.
Really good. I'm very glad I picked the brand like that.
I'm getting old.